Hello everybody, it's December 24th. Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrates Christmas today on Christmas Eve, and well, to everyone that doesn't celebrate, I hope you have a great day. Anyway, we're going through game number 8 through 5, so let's get started. My battery's running low, so let's just do this. My number 8 is Megaman X. Megaman X is the perfect platform game. I've already put Megaman 1 through 9 that I realized is actually 1 through 10 because it released the 10th game recently, or not recently, but later on. And Megaman X is a rework, I would say, of the old Mega Man games. It became a darker setting, a darker story, everything felt more serious, and Mega Man is now Mega Man X, which is a bit cooler than the older Mega Man. He has armor upgrades, better weapons, and he can now charge his weapon in more ways than before. And I believe Mega Man X also introduced Proto Man, is that his name? Don't remember exactly what his name is. The red armored Mega Man. And this game is just so great. I've played through Mega Man X very many times, or a lot of times, and it's always fun. It's always a good game. Mega Man X is just a perfect platform game. A good mix of shooter, a good mix of puzzles, or jumping puzzles, obviously. And it's just in the perfect spot when it comes to complexity, because usually Mega Man games are really hard. I think this one is just in the perfect spot in how difficult it is. So, Mega Man X, great art as well, great design overall as well. This is one of those games that I think as well will never get old because it's just so well done. So, my number 8, Mega Man X. My number 7 is a game that we already mentioned on the list as well. It's Metal Gear Solid 1. We've mentioned Metal Gear Solid 5, the recent game in the series that I think is really good, and I think that could have climbed higher if it was done. But Metal Gear Solid 1 was the first Metal Gear Solid game that I played. After that, I played every single Metal Gear Solid, even the one on Game Boy at one point. And it's a perfect game. The bosses, I mean, the one thing that I love about this game, I just want to tell you about this, because you can see the gameplay up here, so you'll see what it is about. Well, not what it's about, but how it looks. It's the fact that Hideo Kojima managed to break the fourth wall 3 or 4 times throughout this game. I'm gonna spoil some bosses here. First of all, you meet up with Psycho Mantis, who is like a psychic, obviously. Well, not obviously, but he is. And this boss can't be shot. Every time you shoot at him, he transports away. And you can't hurt him with anything. You can't hurt him with grenades, you can't hurt him with any kind of weapons, you can't punch him. And it's frustrating. And then the way to actually beat him is by unplugging your controller from the PlayStation and plugging it into the second controller port. Because that way, you are actually blocking his ability. What? That is just... The fact that I had to change something in real life to manage to beat that boss was just mind-blowing to me. And that was only the first thing that was mind-blowing to me. The second thing was that there's a character in the game called Meryl. Yes, Meryl. And they tell you your leader or your colonel and your contacts are telling you, look at the back of the CD case to find her codec number. Codec, basically radio number or frequency. And so in the game you actually get a CD box or CD case, and you have that in your inventory. So me and my brother played this, and we were like, okay, let's try and open that and see if we can like look at it or find some information on it. And we're like, we can't. We just open it and it says CD case, and it doesn't do anything. So then we were really listening. This took us a while, by the way. And then we listened again, and they said, it's on the back of the CD case. And I was like, no, they didn't do that. And I picked up the game's CD case. The game's CD case that I had physically in my hand. Turned it over, and on the back there's a picture from the in-game where you can see Meryl's codec number. And it's just like, I just love that. It's so amazing. Also, Psycho Mantis could also read your memory card, because remember having memory cards in the PlayStation to save your game? If you had other games from the same company, it's Konami, right? Yes. He will actually tell you which games you have played, and And if you played a long time to get to that boss, he will tell you that you have no life or something like that. It's so good. Metal Gear Solid 1, it's an experience, great bosses, great gameplay, great espionage, English is hard, hidden movement kind of game, and spy game, I guess. My number 6 is a SNES RPG game, my only SNES RPG game on the list, and that is Shadowrun. Shadowrun has the setting of, imagine the Matrix mixed with magic. So you can plug yourself into the Matrix, you can hack systems, and yada yada. You have like a port through your neck, well some people do. And so that's one thing. And at the other side you also have shamans and stuff like that that does magic and can heal and can do, you know, there's undead and everything. So it's the perfect setting for everyone. Well, I guess it's not, but I really, really love that setting and world. And it's very gritty and dark, and it's very dystopian feeling, even though it's not, because, you know, it's everything we have today we have in that world, but better, and then plus magic. And I don't know, it's a hard word to explain if you haven't really played through it. Anyway, you play Jake Armitage, and you wake up dead in the morgue, and you scare some people, because, well, you're dead, obviously. And that's basically how the game starts, and you go out of this morgue, and you have an open world to explore. Though the world is, you know, it's an SNES game, so it's not that big of a world, but it's a world where you can go anywhere you want, and you can explore and talk to people, and this is one of the first games that I played that had dialogue options. You could talk to people. If you learn something new, you could talk to them about new things. You can pick up items and give them to other people to unlock item or like story elements and stuff like that. And it's just an amazing game. This is one, I think, well, it's not my, I'm not gonna spoil that, but it's a great game for the SNES, and it's still, the graphics doesn't really hold up that well today, like some of my other SNES games that has been on my top 100, but it's still, the overall gameplay and feeling of it, still great. I still play it today, and I still enjoy it, so. My number 6, Shadowrun. My number 5 is a game that we already mentioned on my list again, but this is the first one in the series. I think I have something about, you know, loving the first game in the series more than the second one. For some reason, I don't know why. But my number 5 is Hotel Dusk, Room 215. And the first game was Lost Window. And I just call it Hotel Dusk 2, so I don't really remember it that well. Wait. Last Window, The Secret of Cape West, yes. Hotel Dusk 1, or Hotel Dusk Room 215, is about the same character. You're still playing, oh my god, I forgot his name now. For a second. Never mind that. You're in a hotel. You're in a room, and you have a mission from your company to find items. That is kind of what you do. And you're here to kind of solve where this item has, you know, been located, or where it's went missing. And as you go and research this hotel and you talk with the people that live there, and there's a lot of different mysteries and a lot of different things that happen that is problematic, and the story is just great, and the gameplay is fun, and it's fun to explore, and the puzzles are just hard enough, a little bit on the hard side, but just hard enough so that you will be able to solve them without looking at a guide, which I love. I hate games that is too hard, or, well, so puzzly that you kind of can't figure it out, and then you check a guide and you're like, oh, you need to jump 5 times on that thing to unlock that thing so that you can pick that up to throw that in the water by the lake that you passed on your way there 1 hour ago, and it's just like, what? But this game doesn't really have that, but it's complicated, it's hard, but it's so very rewarding by the story and the gameplay and what you experience throughout the game. So, Hotel Dusk is the best DS game of all time. Everyone should have this in your collection. I mean, there's someplace Zelda on it, I guess. Zelda people. But Hotel Dusk, if you love like Phoenix Wright games, you will love this game. I bet you will. Take a look at it, look at the gameplay, it's amazing, isn't it? I know it's amazing, because it's so great. My number 5, Hotel Dusk, Room 215. Thank you everybody, and once again, Merry Christmas, I hope you have a great day, and hope you have a great day tomorrow as well, where we go through the last 4 games on the list. really can't say thank you enough for watching these videos, and I hope you have a great holiday, and a great day, and a great life, and a great what do you say in English? God fortsättning. I'll just say that in Swedish. And for the Swedish people, that you will know what that is, and for the rest of you will just have to Google that somehow. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you again tomorrow with the top 4 games of all time.